Hi class, in this short lecture I want to just talk about alternating series and do one quick example. Alright, so in this section we learn how to deal with series whose terms are not necessarily positive. So of particular importance is what called alternating series whose terms alternate in signs. So an alternating series is a series whose terms are alternating positive and negative. So here are two examples. So you go 1 minus 1/2 plus 1/3 minus 1/4 plus 1/5, da, 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 da. It's actually just the series, the summation n is equal 1 to infinity, -1 raised to the n minus 1 power times 1 over n. And then minus 1/2 plus 2/3 minus 3/4, yada, yada, yada. Well, that's the series, the summation n is equal 1 to infinity, -1 to the n power times n divided by n plus 1. The important thing here is you see that the signs rotate, all right, or alternate. All right, so we see from these examples that the nth term of an alternating series is always of the form either a sub n is equal to -1 raised to the n minus 1 times this b sub n, or -1 to the n power times b sub n. All right, so where this b sub n is a positive number. So in fact, really what b sub n here is, okay, remember b sub n is the positive part, or it's just the absolute value of the a sub nth term. So the following test says that if the terms of an alternating series decrease towards zero in absolute value, so ignoring the signs, if they decrease towards zero in absolute value, then the series converges. All right, so here's the alternating series test. If you have this series, -1 to the n minus 1 times b sub n, here are the terms. All right, and b sub n is always greater than 0. So if it satisfies that b sub n plus 1 is less than or equal to b sub n. So what this is saying really is b sub 2 is less than b sub 1, b sub 3 is less than b sub 2. All right, and this is for all n. And the limit as n goes to infinity of b sub n equals 0. All right, then this series is convergent. So it's actually really simple. So let's just do an example. So let's take a look at this alternating harmonic sequence here. 1 minus 1/2 plus 1/3, da, da, da. Here's what the series is in general notation. All right, so yes, it definitely satisfies the bn plus 1 is less than b sub n. So this is really just, if you ignore the negative part, it's just 1 over n. So obviously 1 over n plus 1 is less than 1 over n. And the limit here, all right, of this general term, b sub n, all right, is the limit as n goes to infinity of 1 over n, that equals 0. So this series is convergent by that alternating series test. And this was just a short video with this single example because this stuff tends to be pretty straightforward and relatively easy.